Hi guys, Ronnie here and welcome to the workshop. Today I'm going to address one of the questions that I get an awful lot, so I'm going to elaborate on it a little bit more, and that is regarding my saddle choices. Now, I've ridden all kinds of saddles in the past couple of years, and I have to say, because I'm quite flexible and quite well adapted to the bike, with a fairly good bike fit, I don't really have issues with all that many of them. However, some inevitably work better than others. So recently I got contacted by an Italian company called Repente, and they offered me a couple of saddles to test. So naturally I like testing all kinds of things, so I couldn't refuse. And the saddles they've sent me, well, one of them is the time trial saddle called the Magnet. Now previously I've been using the S-Works Citero. I've been pretty happy with that, and this one is quite a bit different. So let's have a look at it. It has a very flat shape with a bit of a pressure relief at the center, but really not all that much or very aggressive. No cutout whatsoever, so that's a bit unusual for a time trial saddle. But you do get a lot of padding and width at the nose, as you would expect. But the reason why it's called a Magnet is, well, the most obvious feature of it, and that's the gripper cover that's located in the front part of the saddle. And on the touch, it doesn't look very dramatic at all, or doesn't feel very dramatic, but with cycling lycra in your bib shorts, it's extremely grippy, and because of that it does an excellent job of keeping you in the time trial position. And I really do love this feature because it enables you to get locked in without sliding around, without any chafing or discomfort, and just put the power down, and I've been extremely happy with it since. So comfort wise and fit wise, it's really an excellent saddle. Also, it's quite short, so it's easy to get bang on the UCI setback limit. And the back portion is quite wide, so even when you're sitting upright, it doesn't cause any issues there. It's a full carbon saddle, so carbon rails bonded to a carbon shell, and really it's just exquisitely manufactured. It's really high quality, and something you don't usually see in many brands. But yeah, for that it's a big thumbs up for me. And as a result of this construction, it's also extremely light for a time trial saddle. It's 140 grams, which rivals exclusive brands like Dash in weight, so it's very good in all aspects. And usually when it comes to these products, at the end I say, well, there's one big catch, and that's the price, which sometimes is enormous. But happily, in this case, actually the price of the Magnet is very reasonable compared to the competition. So yeah, for me that's all the bases covered, and it will be my saddle of choice from now on, and I can thoroughly recommend it if you're having, well, slightly butt issues on your time trial bike. So far so good. Apart from this one, I have also received a more traditional saddle for my road bike called the Prime 2.0. Well, it appears to be traditional when you first look at it. However, the one thing that's very unorthodox about it is the removable upper. You can actually take the upper padded portion off and replace it with a different color, different specification, etc. So that's one very neat feature. Just like the Magnet, it's very exquisitely made and really light, coming at 170 grams, so slightly heavier than that one. And yeah, just like the Magnet, it has full carbon construction, carbon base, carbon rails, and the synthetic upper. It also has this nice little bridge, which is kind of a neat detail on there. Where it differs from the magnet and where it's quite traditional is the cutout and the general shape of the saddle. It's quite long, coming in at 270-ish millimeters, and here you don't get the gripper cover which you get over there. So my impressions with this saddle, it's an excellent and very comfortable unit, particularly if you have a not super aggressive position. But for me, when I ride in a time trial-like position, in the so-called aero hoods position like this, that's where the long nose kind of bothers me a little bit. For the past few years, I've been riding short nose saddles. So for that reason, if I were to modify this saddle, I'd probably cut the nose off, probably make it slightly wider, and extend the cutout all the way. And it will be pretty much perfect. And maybe I would also experiment with the gripper material on the front, just like the magnet. Or eventually, I was just thinking about trialing that saddle on the road bike to see how it performs, because you still have the wide back section over there. But yeah, so far I'm quite happy with both of them. So I'll be keeping on the bikes for the time being. Also, recently I got a couple of questions regarding my road bike tire choices. Now I'm still running the Veloflex records on the time trial bike, which are extremely fast. And some people are questioning, well, why not try the road versions as well? Which is exactly what I've done. Veloflex have been kind enough to provide me a couple of pairs to test. So I'll be talking about those in a future episode. Also with my views and experiences with Rederstein latex tubes, because a couple of you have been asking about that too. And then I'm also preparing reviews of both the head V6 and the V8 disc combo. So if you are interested in any of that, then don't forget to tune into the channel later on and subscribe. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.